You wake up one morning, shuffle into the bathroom, and notice something different. Maybe your urine looks darker than usual. Maybe you feel more tired lately. Maybe your lower back feels tight and achy, and you brush it off as just getting older. But what if your body is trying to tell you something? What if your kidneys, those two silent fist-sized filters working 24 hours a day, are struggling under years of stress, dehydration, medications, high blood pressure, and processed foods? Here's the uncomfortable truth. By the time most men over 50 notice kidney problems, damage has already been happening quietly for years. Your kidneys don't scream for attention, they whisper, and most of us ignore the whispers. Now imagine this. What if there were one simple daily drink? Not a fancy supplement, not a $70 detox powder, not some extreme cleanse, but something natural, affordable, and backed by science that could support your kidneys, improve filtration, and help your body flush out waste the way it was designed to? Today, we're going to talk about the number one drink that naturally supports kidney health and why it works. But we're also going to clear up a huge myth about kidney detoxes that could actually be doing more harm than good. Because the goal isn't shocking your system, it's supporting it intelligently. If you're over 50 and you care about your energy, your blood pressure, your stamina, and your long-term independence, this is a conversation you don't want to skip. As men cross 50, the kidneys naturally begin to lose some efficiency. It's not dramatic at first, it's subtle. Think of your kidneys like the oil filter in a truck you've been driving for decades. Every day, they filter about 50 gallons of blood, removing excess sodium, metabolic waste, toxins, and balancing fluids. Over time, high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, chronic dehydration, and certain medications can clog that filter. Not overnight, slowly. The medical term doctors use is a gradual decline in glomerular filtration rate, or GFR. In plain English, that means your filtering system doesn't work as smoothly as it used to. When filtration slows down, waste products like urea and creatinine can build up more easily. Fluid balance becomes trickier, blood pressure can creep up, energy can dip. And because kidneys help regulate minerals like potassium and sodium, even your heart rhythm can be affected. Here's where hydration becomes powerful. Proper fluid intake increases renal blood flow and supports filtration pressure inside the tiny filtering units called nephrons. When you're even mildly dehydrated, blood becomes slightly more concentrated. The kidneys have to work harder. Imagine trying to strain thick soup through a fine mesh versus water. One moves easily, the other clogs. Research consistently shows that adequate hydration supports kidney function and reduces the risk of kidney stones and chronic kidney stress. But here's the key. It's not about flooding your body randomly. It's about the right kind of hydration that supports circulation, reduces inflammation, and doesn't overload the system with sugar or artificial chemicals. So the question becomes, what is the most effective, simplest drink that supports this process naturally? The number one drink that naturally supports your kidneys is simple, almost disappointingly simple, properly structured water with a squeeze of fresh lemon consumed strategically throughout the day. Not sugary detox waters, not extreme gallon challenges, just clean water, enhanced the right way, used consistently. Now, before you click away because that sounds too basic, stay with me. The power isn't in the hype, it's in the physiology. Your kidneys depend on steady blood flow and proper hydration pressure to filter waste efficiently. When you wake up in the morning, your body has gone 6 to 8 hours without fluid. Your blood is slightly more concentrated. Cortisol is naturally higher. This is the perfect moment to support kidney filtration. Start your day with 12 to 16 ounces of room temperature water, not ice cold. Add the juice of half a fresh lemon. Lemon contains citrate, a natural compound shown in research to help reduce kidney stone formation by binding with calcium in urine. Citrate also supports a more favorable urinary environment. Think of it as reducing internal scale buildup in your plumbing, but it doesn't stop there. Lemon water also gently stimulates digestion and bile flow, which indirectly reduces metabolic waste burden. When digestion improves, fewer inflammatory byproducts circulate in the bloodstream for the kidneys to process. That's efficiency. Now here's how to structure it for maximum benefit. Drink the first glass within 10 minutes of waking, then wait 20 to 30 minutes before coffee. Many men reach straight for caffeine, which has mild diuretic effects and can increase fluid loss if hydration isn't established first. Hydrate before you stimulate. Midday, around late morning or early afternoon, have another 12 to 16 ounces of plain water. If you exercise or sweat, increase slightly. The goal is light straw-colored urine, not crystal clear. Overhydrating can dilute electrolytes and stress the system just as much as dehydration. In the evening, avoid large volumes of fluid right before bed, especially if you already wake up to urinate. Instead, taper your intake 2 hours before sleep. Your kidneys need rhythm, not chaos. If you want to enhance this strategy, you can add a small pinch of high-quality mineral salt to 1 glass per day, especially if you sweat heavily or eat a low-sodium diet. This supports electrolyte balance and prevents excessive dilution. Another optional addition is a splash of unsweetened cranberry extract for urinary tract support, but avoid sugar-loaded cranberry cocktails. And here's something most men overlook: breathing. Slow nasal breathing for 5 minutes in the morning improves oxygen delivery and reduces sympathetic nervous system activation. When stress hormones remain elevated, blood vessels constrict, including those feeding the kidneys. Calm body, better filtration. The beauty of this approach is that it's sustainable. No extreme cleanses, no shocking your body, just consistent support of circulation, hydration, and mineral balance. Over weeks, not days, this creates measurable differences in how you feel. More stable energy, better blood pressure control, fewer cramps, improved urinary flow. It's not sexy marketing, it's physiology done right. Here's where many men sabotage their own progress, even with something as simple as hydration. The first mistake is believing more is always better. Don't be that guy who suddenly drinks 1.5 gallons of water in a few hours because he heard flushing toxins sounds powerful. Your kidneys are regulators, not pipes you blast clean. Excessive water intake can dilute sodium levels and create something called hyponatremia, which in severe cases is dangerous. Pale straw-colored urine is the goal. Completely clear all day long is not a badge of honor. The second mistake is relying on sugary detox drinks. Many commercial kidney cleanses are loaded with fructose or artificial sweeteners. High fructose intake has been linked to increased uric acid production, which can stress the kidneys and raise blood pressure. You think you're helping your body, but you may be increasing the metabolic workload instead. Third, ignoring blood pressure. You can drink all the lemon water you want, but if your blood pressure is consistently elevated, the tiny filtering units inside your kidneys are under constant strain. Hypertension is one of the leading drivers of kidney decline in men over 50. Hydration supports kidney health, but it doesn't replace managing blood pressure, blood sugar, and weight. Another common error is taking high-dose supplements without guidance. Certain herbal kidney detox pills, high-dose vitamin C, or excessive protein powders can increase the filtration burden. If you're on medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or prostate issues, always check with your physician before making major changes to fluid intake. And finally, inconsistency. Doing this for 3 days and quitting won't move the needle. Kidneys respond to patterns, not bursts of enthusiasm. Let's bring this together in a way that's simple and practical. Your kidneys are not asking for a dramatic cleanse. They're asking for steady support. As men over 50, filtration naturally slows, blood pressure creeps up, and years of stress, medications, and dehydration quietly accumulate. The solution isn't extreme, it's intelligent hydration. Start your morning with 12 to 16 ounces of room temperature water and fresh lemon. Hydrate before coffee, maintain steady intake through the day, aim for light straw-colored urine, taper fluids at night, support circulation, manage blood pressure, and stay consistent. That's it. No expensive powders, no harsh detox cycles, just physiology working the way it was designed to work. Now here's your challenge. For the next 14 days, commit to this structured hydration routine every single day. Pay attention to your energy levels, your urine color, how often you wake at night, even how steady your blood pressure readings are if you monitor them. Small changes compound. Write down what you notice. Awareness creates momentum, and I want to hear from you. Have you been underhydrating without realizing it? Do you wake up already reaching for coffee? Drop a comment below and tell me what your biggest hydration struggle has been. Your experience might help another man reading through the comments. If this video gave you clarity and cut through the noise around kidney detox myths, hit the like button so more men can see it. Share it with a friend who needs to hear this. And if you care about staying strong, independent, and energized well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Your health isn't about quick fixes, it's about smart daily habits.